Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be continuing our series of Skyfactory 5. Let's hop right into it. Alright everybody, today's episode we are going to be getting into applied energistics. So we're finally going to be actually getting some storage for all of these new ores that we got last time, and actually in between episodes made this clutch to give us some more Inferium essence. Meanwhile, we are doing other things. So it looks like our actual combustion or our Stirling generator ran out of power. So let's just take some coal from the printer that we just made and let's throw it right in there. So today we're going to be getting into applied energistics. And in addition to that, I think I'm going to make some crushers to make the system more automatic so we don't have to keep breaking sand and putting it in there to give us all of our dyes. Because we're going to be needing those dyes later to help us generate all of those ores that we're going to need. So let's get right into applied energistics. So the first thing that we're going to make with this mod, so we're going to need an ME controller, an ME drive, and we're going to need some of these dense cables. We're going to make the dense cables because they're just going to be helpful for us later, because these smaller ones can't take as many channels, as it's called, as the dense ones. So we're basically, each thing that it uses is going to be using a channel. If you want to know more about these channels, there's a few videos on YouTube that you can look up. I'll probably be making one later on applied energistics just to explain how these channels work. So today, by starting off, we're going to get right into it by getting the controller. So first, we're going to be needing to make these engineering presses, or these engineering processors, and the first way we're going to do that is by making an inscriber. So we can get this iron and we can get this copper. The only thing that we have to figure out is how to get slime balls. So let's look up how to get slime balls. So I think the way that you get slime balls is actually by getting slimes in a one of these bags that we showed earlier. So I've got 3 green loot bags, so let's see if one of these will give us a slime gate so that we can spawn them. That one's zombies, that one's zombies, and that one's zombies. So I'm going to break a few. Oh wait, actually we have some lime ones. Let's see if that will give us them. So let's open all of these real quick. We actually did get a Titan slime gateway, so let's see if we got a regular one too. So we just got a regular slime gateway, so let's use this regular slime gateway to get some slimes. So we're going to, I'm going to build a little area real quick just so that we can harvest these slimes, and then we're actually going to make a little mob farm so that we can get more slime balls, and I'll be right back. Enjoy this sped up clip of me making our new area. Alright guys, I'm back from building. As you can see, I didn't actually add an addition onto the base. I decided to actually make some floors to our base. So we're actually just going to have multiple floors where we can do multiple things. So today, to get those slime balls, we made this little chamber that we're going to start our slime ball gateway in. But the first thing we need to do before we do that is we need to get this mob grinder. So we want to get the Draconic Evolution mob grinder, which is actually pretty simple for us because we can get iron pretty easily and we can get diamonds pretty easily. We just use those dyes that we have and we can make it pretty simply. And then to make Draconic ingots, so you have to make the dust, but the dust is pretty simple also. All it takes is that magenta dye and the purple dye to make it. So I'm gonna make this mob grinder really quick and I'll be right back. We got that mob grinder, so we're gonna set that mob grinder up right here. I might have actually set it the wrong way, so let's go get a hammer. Alright, let's start this slime gateway. So since we have this box, it should be pretty easy, and this should just kill them all for us, and then it should just pick them up. So it looks like they actually spawned on the roof, so it looks like these smaller ones are actually going to give us what we want. And it looks like meanwhile we're doing this, we're actually getting these hat bags. So I believe those will actually give us hats that we can wear. Yep, so we can wear a paper bag. There we go. All the slimes are taken out, and it looks like we got a stack and 4 of slime balls. And if we go in here, we should actually have a trophy for the slimes that we just taken out. And look, we have a slime trophy. So that slime trophy, now that we have it, and not put it on our head, we can click on it, and it will actually start spawning slimes for us. So it'll be really easy for us to make a mob grinder with it. But we'll worry about making a mob grinder in a different episode. But it looks like today we have enough slime balls, and let's see if we have the Certus quartz to get started in this. So there's 33 Certus quartz. So let's just keep going on applied energistics. So the first thing we're going to need is that inscriber. So let's actually look up inscriber. And let's just make these pistons real quick. This inscriber should be pretty simple for us. So I'll be back with all of the items to make the inscriber. There we go. We have the recipe, or we have the resources to make this inscriber. So this inscriber is also going to need some kind of power. So I'm actually going to, instead of using that dynamo, I'm going to make a different type of dynamo just to increase our output of power. So we're actually going to make this magmatic dynamo, which is going to use fire charges. This nickel and iron we're actually going to get from our printer already, but we need these blaze powder, and the way that we're going to do that is by getting blaze rods. And as you can guess, the only way that we can get blaze rods is by killing blazes. Actually, it looks like we do have some orange loot bags, so let's see if we got a blaze one from this. So it looks like the first one that we got is actually a blaze gateway. And while I was waiting for those resources to generate, I basically extended this area for us so that now the actual mobs will spawn in it and not above it. There's our trophy, guys. So now we have our trophy, so we can just click on it and have some blazes spawn so that we can get those blaze rods.
block. I know from yes, full coverage. So this is gilded blackstone. You can run it through. No, you probably. And this here is called a egg rock to be able to. Right? So I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna be a tiny bit short, and it's gonna annoy me. Go. Did we make it? Oh no, we made it. Cool. How much llamas do I have left? Virtually nothing, right? Oh, we have 4 more blocks. Oh, we had tons. Anyway, but these ones here, these are going to be the ones that extend the range, right? So I'll have to do that. Okay. You don't have to worry about it, right? The source jar. The source there, we actually turns it. I grabbed 20 of the spawners here. I just want to show you here when you kind of put them down, you just do that. Put this on. You see there now that guy's frozen. And you can't actually get unfrozen unless he gets a redstone signal. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this for all these spawners. So working on the range upgrade here, I think I'm going to and these upgrades are tier 3, this is tier 2. Tiny bit short. Make it? Oh no, made it. Cool. What levels do I have left? Virtually nothing. Oh, we had tons. Anyway, but these ones here, these are going to be the ones that extend the range, right? That out here. What are these? Range went from that better not just be true. I'll be mad. Extends the range by 5 here. So I just realized how dumb I am, right? So I'm complete moron, right? So what I've done here, this how you do that, right? And that was on Wither Skeleton, right? So let's go ahead and put that back. That should handle that. That should be all our spawners. I may swap out, well, I am going to swap out the Wither Skeleton. I only need a certain amount of smalls, at which point I'm going to swap that over probably to the spider. Or maybe 3. See, I'm not sure. Let's swap one of them, then we'll find another way again. That should be the farm. It should, in theory, be working. That should close this up. Go ahead and find a place to drop these off to. So something like that there. And then turn this puppy on. See how she goes. It's not going to be super fast because we didn't do the timing right, but we should get lots of stuff.
Hey guys, I'm back. So all we really needed to do was kill one blaze. So I'm gonna turn this off, just so that we can get all of that stuff for the magmatic dynamo. So I'm gonna make all of these resources for the magmatic dynamo, and I'll be right back. All right, I went ahead and got all the stuff that we are gonna need for that magmatic dynamo. While you guys were gone, I kind of expanded that mob farm, and I killed a creeper portal or gateway so that we can get creepers spawning, because that's the only way that you can get gunpowder to actually make these fire charges. So I just went ahead and killed one of those gateways and then turned on the creeper one so that creepers will now spawn in there. Just a hint for you guys, if you didn't know this, so it won't actually spawn on some of this chiseled tile. So if you're going to make a mob farm using trophies, just use regular cobblestone and it'll help you out later. So let's get making this magmatic dynamo so that we can start making lava over there and fix our power problem. So there's our magmatic dynamo. So we're just going to place it in the spot that I've got over here already made, and then we're going to face it downwards towards us. Just so that whenever we get done, we can just flow those energy, or that energy down here to our cables, and then have it power all of these clutches down here and all of our system down here. So let's go up there. I already got the things we're going to need to make this area. So let's go up here and make this little area for a magmatic dynamo. There is our system. So we've got water in this back here flowing into these pipes and then putting it into this barrel, and then we've got lava above that turning it into cobblestone, and that cobblestone's going to come into these crucibles and make lava, and that lava is going to go into our magmatic dynamo. So right now our magmatic dynamo is only making 40 RF per tick, so we can actually increase that by making something called these integrated components. So these integral components are going to take some more of that invar that we made a little bit earlier, and then we can actually upgrade them until we get to these resonant ones. So this is just going to increase our output of things, and it's just going to make it a little bit faster. So I'm gonna make I'm gonna make one of these to increase our power output for this magmatic dynamo. All right, so we have our integral component that we are going to throw in our dynamo. And this should basically just increase our dynamo. It increases how much that it can hold, and it also increases how much it will produce. So we're going to go down here and connect all of these clutches again, so that we can use them and get more of that RGB dye to get us more resources. So let's go right here and connect them. And they all should be filling up with power. So now that we have our power problem figured out for the moment, next episode, we will definitely make sure to hop right into applied energistics. We're going to end off today's episodes by opening some of these hat bags that we got, and we're going to see which ones we got. So let's just start opening them, and we'll see what we got after we open them all. So it looks like those common and uncommon ones got us a Rana hat, which looks like a frog, a Barrett ribbon hat, a penguin hat, which for some reason they won't let me put them on. Let's see if it goes in there. Oh, it goes in there. Let's take our helmet off. That penguin hat actually looks pretty funny. And it doesn't look like anything else that would be funny on us. Maybe the granny disguise would look pretty funny. So that looks pretty funny too. So let's see what we got in the rare hats. So we got a clock, devil horns, a smoking pipe, and a mid-lady doll. That's definitely some interesting ones to have as some hats. Look at that mid-lady doll, and I wonder if the clock actually goes on our face. And let's see what we get from the epic one. We got a rain cloud from the epic one, so we can actually wear 2 at a time. So I think next episode we're actually gonna wear the clock and the rain cloud. So that's gonna be the end of today's episode. I know it was kind of a funny end, seeing what kind of hats we're gonna wear next time, but we'll try to end off each episode by opening some of these hat bags. Thank you guys for watching today's episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I know it may have been a shorter one today, but we'll get right into Applied Energistics next time.